Hello everybody and welcome to your back to school shopping guide. As you could tell by all of the 4 smiling faces on your screen right now, we are ready to send you all back to school, and maybe for the parents, send your kids back to school in style and with everything they need on their to-do list. So my friends Josh, Steph, and Albert, guys, are you ready to get everybody prepped? We have 2 whole hours to do it. Do you think we can do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, we can. All right, so guys, I want to kick things off in the spirit of school. I don't know how many years it's been for all of us since we've been there, but I want to ask you guys to rack your memory because I can't even remember yesterday, so I'm just saying that much as a mom brain. But guys, I want to pose a question out there. By the way, everyone who's watching, if you do hit that follow button, we will shout you out. You will never miss out on these fun event live streams again. And if you chat with us, we are going to chat with you. We are watching that chat, you guys, so we invite you to join in on this first question. I want to ask all of you out there and my host friends, guys, did you have a favorite teacher growing up? Who was your favorite teacher? Josh, I'm going to put you on the spot. As I see Tony just started following us, maybe Tony has a favorite teacher. Josh, I'm going to let you go first. Did you have a favorite?
Yeah, I'm going to go with my 3rd grade teacher, Mr. Wong. He was the teacher that had all the pets, like the hamsters and the guinea pigs, that you could like take home with you and care for them. My mom did not like that, but I absolutely loved it. So shout out to Mr. Wong. Okay, Steph, what about you?
Oh, I'm going to have to go with Mr. Kraussby because you know what? That was like theater and chorus. I don't like to sit still, so I like those classes where you like got to dive in and do activities and be active and just kind of relax and have a lot of fun. And you know what? When you were in show choir, you got to go outside of school and perform, so you missed a lot of classes. Just saying, kind of made the day go a little faster when you knew you were going to go somewhere else. Albert, what have you got?
Yeah, I'm going to also go with the theater teacher, Miss Hearn. She believed in me enough to let me play the Tin Man, even though I struggled with both singing and dancing. And she also gave me excuses to miss football practice because I was still better at being the Tin Man than I was actually blocking a tackle. So yeah, shout out to the theater teachers out there.
That's awesome.
I love it, you guys. Tony just chimed in as well, saying that his favorite was his algebra teacher, Mrs. Hodges. Hey, Mrs. Hodges, we hope you're watching because you're getting a shout out from Tony. Josh, I can't believe you said that because I was going to say my 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Guardanito. I feel like 3rd grade is when things started happening, right? Like school was just fun. But I also have to give an honorable mention to, I can't even remember if he was actually my teacher or just everyone knew him in the school, Coach Cummings. He's by far the funniest person I know to this day, maybe still, tied with some of my family members because my dad would be upset if I said him. But Coach Cummings was like this infamous teacher that everybody loved, even if you didn't have him in school. You just knew Coach Cummings. So always made you laugh and of course made you learn. So guys, I'm going to give a couple shout outs to some of my faves. Who are your faves? We're listening and we are watching in the chat like Tony just mentioned. You'll get a shout out for your favorite teacher. But thank you guys for chiming in, kicking this off. As this is your back to school guide, I'm going to step in for a second because I want to get everybody set with a topic that you may not even have on your mind or on your to-do list. And that comes when what I'm talking about, of course, is the medicine cabinet. It's something you may not be thinking about for first day of school in particular, but you are going to want to be prepared as we kick off that new school year. You're going to want to have all of the medicines you need handy because that moment is going to come where you need it and then you don't have it. Now, as a mom, I really became focused on clean products and what is in the products I'm using, especially when it comes to my medicine. So that's why I want to share with you all right now, as I see Carrie C is also in the chat giving us a smile. I want to talk about a company called Genexa. Guys, have you heard of Genexa? I'd love to know. It is the first clean medicine company that makes medicine with the same active ingredients people need, but without the artificial ones that they don't. So Genexa was founded by 2 dads. They were on a mission to revolutionize the medicine aisle. Pretty sure they did that right here, you guys. These are all their products that are made to the highest standards of clean. So what does that mean? No artificial dyes, no common allergens, no unnecessary chemicals. Have you guys ever turned your medicine bottles around and really taken a read to them? I invite you to do so maybe right now if you've never seen Genexa before. I see Carrie is saying, started following us, so shout out to you, and is asking about the price, guys. So we're gonna quickly break it down for you. Details like that can be found in your carousel, Carrie. But I want to quickly show you some of the products from Genexa, this clean medicine company, that we're going to be showing throughout today's stream. Starting with the Kids Pain and Fever Acetaminophen. Now, this is a pain reliever and fever reducer. It's made with the same active ingredient as the leading brands, which is that acetaminophen, but it does not have artificial fillers. So this is your medicine cabinet must-have. When it comes to your kids, you need the pain reliever, that fever reducer. That moment comes where you need to temporarily reduce fever. This will do that. Help relieve those minor aches and pains due to the common cold and the flu. This is gonna do all of that for you guys, but what it does not have in here is no artificial inactive ingredients. So it does not have red dye number 40, sucralose, sodium benzoate, etc. It's made with clean inactive ingredients. And if you're wondering why I'm holding this, it's because you have that handy dandy dosing cup that comes with it, your 20 milliliter, 15 milliliter, 10 and 5 on there. I like to wash it, put it right back on after I use it. But the clean and active ingredients that are in here are ones like organic agave syrup, organic blueberry flavor. How about that? And actually, pediatricians prefer Genexa Kids Pain and Fever over children's Tylenol pain and fever liquid products for their own children after comparing ingredients. Did you hear that, guys? When the pediatricians speak, we have to listen. So this is definitely something important to note. And this has a delicious organic blueberry flavor because it is that oral suspension. So flavor does matter. You're going to see a box like this waiting for you in your carousel. That's just one of the many options from Genexa today. I do want to show you the infants version, which is the Infants Pain and Fever Acetaminophen. I have a lot of experience with something like this right now with my little teething little one, baby James. But we know those germs that come home, it might not just be the kids that are off in school, it might be your little ones, and you want to be sure to be stocked with medicine for them too. So this is a pain reliever and a fever reducer for babies. It's made with the same active ingredient as the leading brands, that acetaminophen, but without artificial fillers. So you definitely want to have this one on hand if you have infants in your household. It has this dosing syringe right here, very easy to maneuver, and definitely helps when it comes to administering that medicine for your little infants. Also, this will temporarily reduce your fever, help relieve those minor aches and pains due to the common cold and flu for your infants. And like I mentioned, teething. You're going to want to look at your infant pain and fever acetaminophen from Genexa. No artificial inactive ingredients like red dye number 40, sucralose, sodium benzoate in this one either. Clean inactive ingredients in here like organic agave syrup and organic blueberry flavor because it is that oral suspension, and it is apparently a delicious flavor, as delicious as medicine can be, right? Because we know we don't want to have to be taking that medicine. We don't want you to get those germs and those sicknesses, but if it happens, we do want you to be prepared. Okay, so next up, I want to show you the kids' cough and congestion. That is this one right here from Genexa, you guys. It is an expectorant and a cough suppressant. Now this one as well, you're getting the idea, I think, as I go through these. This is made with the same active ingredients as the leading brands. What's the active ingredients in here? Dextromethorphan and guaifenesin, but no artificial fillers. So what this one will do is help relieve those coughs, loosen that mucus, make coughs more productive, because I have to say for our little ones, I think the cough is just the worst thing to have to hear. Because you just want it to go away, and you know it's going to take that time to work its way out. So this will help make those coughs more productive. There's clean and active ingredients in here as well, like organic agave syrup and that organic blueberry flavor. No artificial inactive ingredients in this one, you guys. So things like propylene glycol. Did you know that's actually the same ingredient as antifreeze? It's not in here. No sucralose, no sodium benzoate, and it also has that dosing cup on the top and that delicious organic blueberry flavor for that oral suspension. That's your kids' cough and congestion. Now we have another cough option as well from Genexa, guys, and this is the kids' honey cough syrup. Now this is a honey cough syrup made with organic and non-GMO ingredients in here. It will help soothe those coughs. I like that there are a few options for the cough out there from Genexa. This has clean ingredients like organic wildflower honey, organic echinacea, organic elderberry. I love hearing these ingredients. No artificial inactive ingredients or common allergens, and it's certified organic, non-GMO, and gluten-free. So if you have those sensitivities for your little ones, great to know about the kids' honey cough syrup. All right, we've got a couple more to get through, you guys, because like I mentioned, I like that Genexa has a full scope of products for your medicine cabinet. Along with that, I'm going to talk about the kids' allergy antihistamine. Now, this antihistamine is made with the same active ingredient as leading brands, that's diphenhydramine, but without artificial fillers. I just actually had a few sneezes before the show, and it reminded me of allergy season. Who out there suffers from allergies? It's just maybe just as frustrating as some of those other cold and flu symptoms. So this is a must-have for symptoms like hay fever, upper respiratory allergies, sneezing, runny nose, itchy watery eyes, itchy nose, itchy throat. Oh, all those things, kids can get those too. So this has just 3 clean inactive ingredients in this one. And what are they? Organic agave syrup, citrus extract, and purified water. Those are your 3 clean inactive ingredients, you guys. And then no artificial inactive ingredients. So you don't have to worry about things like red dye number 40, sucralose, sodium benzoate, etc. You guys, this also has a delicious flavor to it. This one is organic agave flavor. So that's your kids' allergy antihistamine, because kids get allergies too, and you want to be prepared. One more I want to talk to you about, because it almost looks like candy, but it is medicine. Don't confuse it because it smells oh so good. It is the kids' tummy relief antacid. And those are your chewable tablets that you're going to see in your carousel. Guys, I'm telling you, it has the most delicious smelling flavor. You really do think sitting on my counter, I'm thinking it's candy, but it's not. The antacid is made with the same active ingredient as leading brands. That one for the tummy is calcium carbonate, and there's no artificial fillers if you're starting to sense the theme of Genexa. This will help relieve heartburn, indigestion, sour stomach, upset stomach, and it's made with clean inactive ingredients like organic beetroot, like organic rice bran extract, you guys. No artificial inactive ingredients like sorbitol or talc in this one. And when I tell you this delicious chewable tablet smells oh so good, it's because it has a berry vanilla flavor that smells very, very good. And I can't smell enough. It makes me happy. It smells really good. So if your little ones are having a tummy ache, at least they'll have something, hopefully, they enjoy chewing to make them feel better. Guys, all of these Genexa products, as I mentioned, they are clean medicines. Genexa is the first clean medicine company. You are going to be so prepared for back to school and all that comes along with it. I can't tell you enough how exciting it is to discover this brand with you. Please do keep chiming in on the chat. Hit that follow button. And on that note, I want to follow some of my host friends. I want to toss it over to Josh, Steph, and Albert, because I know you guys are standing by with even more back to school ideas to check off that to-do list. Guys, what do you have going on over in your party?
Yes, thank you, Jackie. Well, we're going to talk about something that's very important when it goes to school. We're going to be talking about backpacks, which are a necessity. So let's get right into it with the first one, the Fortnite backpack. I mean, when we're talking about school, we got to talk about Fortnite, right? We got to talk about Fortnite. So polyester lining, the really, camo, awesome, beautiful, artistic things that are going on right here. You have the Fortnite logo. You have a pouch in the front for your pencils, for your wallet, for your keys. On the back, you have an awesome lining right here, this mesh lining on that shoulder bag, super comfortable, nice spongy material. Have that Fortnite logo again showing you right there. A water bottle holder, because water, you gotta stay hydrated in school, y'all. And then from there, you have a huge, huge pouch. You can fit a laptop in here in the laptop case, as well as your textbooks, your notebooks, even another, iPad or a tablet if you use it. You have tons of space here. What I love is a lot of backpacks don't do this, but you have those zipper pulls. So, it's easier to pull those zippers all the way around. You have that nice sounding zipper. You have that strap on the top so you can hang it, you can tug on it, and it's going to really hang on to you. And now, what the coolest thing about this, you have that llama. Kind of hard to tell with my lighting. Let me see if I can lean it. There you go. Kind of see the outline of the stitched llama right there in the back for the llama party. There you go. You kind of see it right there. I just love that little touch. I think it's really cool. We know how big Fortnite is. I'm sure your kids right now are pulling you to the screen. Yo, parents, get me this. Well, check it out. It's really, really cool and perfect for school, and your kid's probably going to be like super popular. So yeah, Fortnite backpack right now for back to school. Steph, what you got over there?
Josh, I feel like that backpack was picked especially for you. It couldn't be more perfect. All right, I've got a North Face backpack to talk about. I love this brand. It is durable. It is outdoorsy. We buy North Face backpacks. In fact, my daughter went and carried one for the last 3 years at college through ice, through rain, and it has made it. So the durability is spot on. Little bit of an investment, but it is going to last you way better than some of the other backpacks we've run into. So this one is actually called the Women's School Jester Laptop Backpack, but I'm going to call them out on that name. To me, this is not just a women's backpack. It's just not an oversized backpack. So everything is geared a little bit smaller, and that is simply because obviously women's back and shoulders are typically smaller. That is not saying that a man could not carry this in any way. I love the front pocket where you've got all those little mesh compartments for all your odds and ends, cables and phones and pens and pencils and whatnot. It also has padded straps and a breathable mesh on the back. Because here's the deal, if you're going back to school in the next few weeks, it is hot. So carrying that backpack is going to make you a little bit sweaty. I like the fact that they've got some venting to make it easier. It also has a laptop sleeve, so you can protect your laptop if you are carrying it around. It is made for that. And the other nice thing is when you put it down, it actually stands up because, everybody's tossed their backpacks in the corner. At least this time, if you want to have it more upright, you don't want the laptop flopping over, you don't want your lunch getting crushed, you can keep it in that upright vertical position. Tons of different colors in the Carousel Comfortable, and it also has that back strap, whereas if you want to attach it across the top of your back, kind of takes some of the pressure off the tug down the front of you and just makes it a little bit easier for your posture and your back when you're carrying things around. So North Face, big brand name, it's in the Carousel, and I give it 2 thumbs up and an A+ for durability. We're hard on backpacks in my house, and that is one that survived the rigors. All right, Albert, what's your favorite backpack this year?
Steph, I love that you mentioned that North Face backpack, when you sit it down, it can actually still stand up vertically. Because what I've got right now is the Fjallraven Kanken backpack. It's fun to say, but it's even more fun to lift up and to use. Now, this one also does sit up vertically, and you'll see that the price on this one is a little bit steeper than some of the other backpacks that we've mentioned today, but there's a couple of reasons for that. First off, the design, okay? The design is so fresh, it's so clean, and I'm sure that if you've been walking around town and you just kind of keep your eye out, now that you see this Raven logo, this Fjallraven logo, you will notice it all about town. This is a very trendy backpack. However, they've been doing this design since 1978. Now, when you look at it, one of the things that does stand out is the fact that at the top of the backpack, you see that there are actually 2 straps. So you can either, you can rock this on your back, or you can also choose to carry this with the handles. Also, in just looking at the comments about this backpack, some people have been shocked to see how much that it can hold when it actually got to them. Because at first glance, it looks like, okay, look at this compact backpack. But y'all, it actually can hold up to 16 liters, So you can go ahead, you can put some clothes in this. You can also put in your notebooks as you're going. For example, if you've got like a gym class, or if you've got a sports activity that you're doing after school, you can also put those clothes in there along with your notebooks, along with your books. I would just, I'd recommend that if you're going to put the clothes in there, also maybe bring a plastic bag to also wrap those clothes on up after you finish using your other ones, just so that you don't get everything stinky in the backpack. But Fjallraven is not here to talk to you about stinky clothes. They're here in order to give you options, in order to bring everything that you need right along with you. So you see that is already in your carousel for you. Let's see. Okay. Gucci, I believe, I'm going to guess that perhaps this is Gucci who started following us. Gucci, thank you so much for following us. Everybody, let us know, what kind of backpack are you planning on bringing to school this year? And or what kind of backpack does your child already have? Or what kind of backpack are they looking for? All right, we've got a few options there. But now, from having the backpack to what do we place inside of the backpack, now we're going to cruise on over to some ideas for cool school must-haves. So, with that being said, I'm going to kick things off with just a couple of suggestions. First off, I know when we talk about supplies, when we talk about making sure that we're maximizing our dollar, but we also want to make sure that we are maximizing the materials that it takes in order to make things. So let's talk about sustainability for a second, all right? That's why right now I have the Rocketbook reusable smart notebook. And so you'll see, I'll give you a little demo about this in one moment. But the way that this Rocketbook works, as you can see already in the video that's playing, is you open up the Rocket notebook, and then inside, you get a chance to go ahead and draw. You write down whatever you need to write inside of it. And then you go ahead and you download an app using your mobile device, right? And then using that app, you'll just go ahead and get this chance to scan your page. And once you scan your page, you can upload that into whether it's Dropbox that you want. Maybe you want to send it on over into an email. So here's what I decided to do, all right? While we were doing this, I decided to do a little sketching. Look at this. This is almost like a little jack-o'-lantern dude. What's up, Jack? Okay, now what I'm going to do is pull on up the app that I've got here. All right, here we go. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to scan this. Really simple. It's scanning. Okay, now what's happened is since it just scanned, I can open up. Look! There's my little jack-o'-lantern person already here. So I can go ahead, I can text this on over to Josh. I can send this on over to Steph. I can say, hey, Jackie, the jack-o'-lantern says, what's up? Anything that I want to do. And then once I'm finished with this, all that I've got to do is go ahead and clean it right on up. And but again, when you pick this up, you're also getting this cloth. So I'm going to wipe this down. Yeah. All right. Bam. Like spanking new, right? Like spanking new. And so now I get to draw, now I get to write all over again. So it's the Rocketbook reusable smart notebook. Really, really a great sustainable option so that you don't just have to use paper once. You can do it over and over again. Now, if you do happen to have a bunch of pens, pencils, highlighters, colored pencils, anything of that sort, you're gonna need something to put them in. You're gonna need for your child to have something just to keep all of those little pieces together. Here's the Zip It Colors large pencil box. Look at it. Look, I'm really digging this prismatic design that's right here too. But in addition to it looking neat, it's durable. I'm bending, I'm flexing this, whoop, whoop, and it's still able just to zip right on up when I need it to. And I want you to guess, just guess. You can write it in the chat or you can kind of say it to whoever's sitting next to you or to yourself. How many pencils and pens do you think could fit into this? I'll give you like 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 60! 60! You can fit like 60 pens and pencils inside of this. All right? Don't lose your pens. Don't lose your pencils. You purchased them for a good reason. Save them. Take care of them. Put these into your Fjallraven backpack, and you are all set to go. I'm just saying. Just a couple of recommendations. And you see all of these in your carousel right now. Now, Steph, now that we've got, space for our pens, our pencils, got our backpacks down, got our reusable notebook, you have any other tips, any other cool school must-haves that we need to have?
Yeah, you got to get organized, Albert. We got to know what's due when we're going out on fun field trips, maybe when football practices. I heard Albert mentioned he was a football player. You learn something new every time we hang out. All right, so I think everybody needs a calendar. I know it's the mom in me. My kids have already groaned that my calendar is on the fridge and the assignments are being written down. My son Ryan has an econ quiz tomorrow, and he's none too happy I know about it. All right, so this calendar is from one of my absolute favorite brands for planners and calendars. It's Blue Sky. I have used a Blue Sky planner for years and years and years. I love the quality of the paper. I love the prints. So this is a navy print. It's actually called Peyton. So it's just kind of fun to, spice up maybe your dorm wall, your classroom wall, your room wall. And for me, it's on the kitchen refrigerator so that everybody knows who's going where, what's due, and we can kind of all help each other out. What I really like about something Blue Sky does is they do things by academic year a lot of the time. So you can get this calendar now, and it starts right now and goes through the entire school year. So you're not having to waste half a year, because you know what, sometimes we don't pay that much attention to schedules in the summer, or maybe we just kind of get organized every year as we get back to school mode. So it's based on an academic year. It's great quality paper. It looks nice, and it does help everybody. The whole family is trying to get back on routine. We actually just are finishing the first week of school here in Tampa, Florida. And I got to tell you, I'm dragging, kids are dragging. We are not used to this schedule yet. So at least having it laid out in front of us helps keep everybody on the ball a little bit, because it's hard to remember that you have to do homework now, right? Back to the grind. So a good calendar and schedule will help you out. So everything doesn't have to be about serious school, though. We can have some fun. This is one of the most fun items in the carousel. It's been described as a suitcase, a briefcase. Obviously, it looks like an art case, and that is what it is. It is from Crayola, and this is honestly the coolest school supply I have ever run into. Check out the extent of art supplies we've got going here. So you are a very lucky student if you get to have one of these. Probably aren't going to bring it to school because it's pretty big, but this is absolutely awesome for any of your art projects at home. Or what about gifting this to a teacher? Because I know that there is enough in here for everybody to share. We are talking about 64 crayons. We are talking about colored pencils, smaller markers, bigger markers, markers for coloring, markers for writing, and everything has its own little spot, and it clips right in. Organization makes me oddly happy, I will admit that. So I love the fact that there's just a little place for everything, and if you're missing one, you're gonna know to look on the floor to see where it rolled off to. But this is such a great way to keep all your art supplies in one place, and then if you do need to take it on the move, you are good to go. I know as a mom, I looked at this and thought, okay, a lot of people still have a whole month of summer left. They're not going back till after Labor Day. Kids are getting bored. It is so hot in the middle of the country right now. This is awesome to keep kids busy even now for some of that home crafting. It also comes with 15 awesome art sheets as well. So whether you're setting up the school at your house, whether you just have avid arts and crafters, or maybe this is great for a teacher's classroom, check out the Crayola art case. It is really, really cool. There's a couple of different configurations when you go to the product page, but this is the one that's the pink design art case, and it is definitely one of my favorite school supplies. All right, Josh might be gaming instead of getting ready for school. I mean, we had a Fortnite backpack. I'm just saying, Josh, put the games down. It's school time.
I don't know what you're talking about. Gaming, me? I was always so jealous when my friends had those Crayola sets. Oh my goodness, I wanted them so badly. But we're going to talk about something in the music genre. Skull Candy headphones, y'all. Over-the-ear wireless headphones. This is the box it comes with. There's my dog in the back making sure I'm doing my job correctly. I want to talk about packaging first. When you open this up, it's beautiful. I just love it. It tells you everything you need to know about it. So let's go ahead and check out the actual headphones, because that's what we really want to know, right? So it comes in a travel set. Nice, eggshell, rugged, because if you're a kid, you know how many times you're going to drop this and throw this in your backpack. It's very important to keep your headphones safe. But I just want to talk about how this is not just for kids, right? A lot of people go back to school all ages. If you're young, if you're, however age you are, headphones are a hot commodity these days. So you can study, you can use it for studying, you can use it for classes. But let's open this up. This is inside the travel case. Everything you need. You got the cables, you got the headphones. These are the red ones, but they come in different colors as well. So check out the Amazon page for those colors. Now let's talk about these headphones. I love this color, this like maroon, dark red maroon. I think it's beautiful. It really goes a lot with my aesthetic, but again, you got to make sure your aesthetic fits that as well. So let's go ahead and put them on. Very comfortable. The first thing I look for over the ear headphones is, does it cover the ear? As you can see, my ear is completely covered over it. Nice cushion. It has a lot of space. I have a big head, so it's going to fit perfectly. From there, you have your buttons, the power button, the Bluetooth button, volume up and down on the other side, which is really important because you don't want to pull out your phone or tablet, wherever you're using, and having to change the volume that way. Incredibly sturdy. You can bend this, you can move this around. Cushioning on the top as well. It opens very wide, so for those of you who have, like me, a larger head. And then inside, you have the charging cables and the aux cable or the microphone cable if you want to plug it in and do it hardwired. But again, it's a Bluetooth or wired connection. You can choose. You get 15 hours of battery life on a full charge on these guys, which is awesome. You can take your phone calls on here, listen to music. You listen to I listen to my lo-fi beats when I'm studying. So when you're studying, you can listen to your lo-fi beats. If you go to the library, right? Sometimes the library can get a little bit loud. Put these on, listen to some music. Or if you commute home via bus, via train, great way to listen on the go when you're getting home or going to school. So check these out if you're in the market for some headphones. And for $64.90, for some over-the-ear Bluetooth headphones, you get all of this from Skullcandy. That's a steal in my opinion. All right, we're moving on to Tile Essentials 4-pack. For those of you who tend to lose a lot of things, this might be just for you. This comes with 4 different tiles that you can help track where you lose something. For example, keys, wallets, backpacks, your Skullcandy headphones. You could put them in that travel case. But they come in different sizes, as you see right here. You can download the app. It will ping where you put your tile. That one has the credit card one in there where you just have it in your wallet. Other ones come in little circular things, circular tiles, if you will, that you can stick on. Other ones are square that you can add to a keychain. You can put them in your car. So wherever you are, you can see where it goes. 200 feet is the distance for the essential items, and it works for all your favorite voice services, Amazon Alexa voice service as well, so you can check that as in there. You can find things far away with the Bluetooth range. With that app, it shows you the tile of the network. So what it does is, if other people have the tile in those areas, it will kind of ping where yours is. So if you lost yours maybe a couple miles away and other people in that area have a tile, it will ping it and let you know where it is, which is really cool. Can you put it on food, says Sergio? I mean, you could, but it'd probably be eaten, right? Lil Zan says, hello, what's up? How you doing? So I love this. If you know someone in your life that loses a lot of stuff, or if you have kids that are going to school that tend to lose a lot of stuff, or if they're getting phones for the first time and maybe you want to make sure where they know where their phone is, you can add that to the back. Wherever you want to do, you can check that with the tile, which I really love. It's really important, especially if you buy something that's worth a lot of money, you want to know where it is. So check out the tile as well in case you're someone who loses some stuff. All right, we're going back to Jackie for some things for the kids. Jackie, what you got?
You know I'm always ready, Josh Areno. Guys, for all my parents out there, I want you all to get with me. We know we're getting ready for a new school year. How many of you out there are prepared and ready for the thing we don't want to think about, which is the germs, the sicknesses, the little viruses, all the things that come along with going to school and the kids bringing it home from school? I know we don't want it, but we know it's inevitable. And so if those moments do happen, of course, I don't want them to happen for your little ones, but if they do, I want to talk to you all out there about Genexa. How many of you have heard of Genexa? In the chat, I would love to know, because this is the first clean medicine company. That's Genexa, you guys. These are products that are made with clean, inactive ingredients. No artificial sweeteners, no preservatives, no artificial dyes, no parabens, or no common allergens. So I want to take a closer look at a couple of their products for you right now. So starting with the kids' pain and fever acetaminophen. So, you know acetaminophen. This is a pain reliever, a fever reducer. This is that same active ingredient as the leading brands, acetaminophen. We've all heard that word before. What Genexa does not have is any artificial fillers. So this will be your medicine cabinet must-have to temporarily reduce fever, help relieve those minor aches and pains due to the common cold, due to the flu. But what it does not have in here are artificial inactive ingredients like red dye number 40, sucralose, sodium benzoate, etc. You guys, this from Genexa is made with clean inactive ingredients like organic agave syrup and organic blueberry flavor. Also, get this, pediatricians prefer Genexa Kids Pain and Fever over children's Tylenol Pain and Fever liquid products for their own children after comparing ingredients. That's pretty powerful stuff, you guys. And when I mentioned that it has a delicious oral suspension blueberry flavor to it, it's an organic blueberry flavor. So guys, it also tastes good because we know part of the battle is getting your little ones to actually take the medicine that is going to help them feel better. It comes with this great dosing cup right here. You can see your directions right there, your dosing numbers. You want to obviously read all your directions and wash it after each use. Pop it back on so you don't lose it. And that is your kids' pain and fever acetaminophen. Now, we have not forgotten about our little infants and our little ones out there. I think of my little baby James and his teething right now. Oh my goodness, the screams and the cries. Shout out to JC, by the way, who just started following us. Hey, JC. This from Genexa is the Infants Pain and Fever Acetaminophen. So even if your little ones are not back in school, maybe the older ones bring back those germs, bring home those germs. So you want to still be stocked in your medicine cabinet for your little ones as well, you guys. I'm talking about our little babies. This is a pain reliever and fever reducer for babies. It is made with that same active ingredient, as the leading brand, that acetaminophen, but without artificial fillers. So this product will temporarily reduce your fever and help those minor aches and pains due to the common cold and flu for your little infants in your household. Also important to note, it has a great dosing syringe, which makes it super easy to know you're getting that accurate amount of medicine for your little one. And can I tell you this, right? You've been here before. I hate these moments when you have to do it, but you want to make sure you're doing it accurately and as effectively as possible, so that dosing syringe really comes in handy. But my goodness, for teething pain, you guys, anyone with little infants and their teething pain right now, you gotta look at this Genexa Infants Pain and Fever Acetaminophen. No artificial inactive ingredients in this one as well. No red dye number 40. No sucralose. No sodium benzoate, etc. I'm naming these things because I invite you to go and look in your medicine cabinet. If you don't have Genexa products yet, that's why we're here talking about it, to get you in the know on the first clean medicine company out there. But look at your medicine bottles that are not Genexa. Turn them around. Look at the inactive ingredients. You're going to be kind of amazed sometimes at what might be in there, that you're wondering, should my little ones be having this? What is this all about? So I really like kind of breaking this down and knowing that these are clean products right here with those same active ingredients that will help your little ones feel better. That's the key, right? So this is really kind of the best of both worlds. This one is made with those clean and active ingredients like organic agave syrup and organic blueberry flavor. So when it comes to that oral suspension for this one as well, it is that delicious organic blueberry flavor. As delicious as medicine can get. I know we don't want to have to be doing this and bringing, we don't want the germs and the sickness to come home with our little ones. It's inevitable. We know it's going to happen throughout the school year. So you don't want to have that moment. I know we've all been there where it's all of a sudden it's midnight, the fever's rising, and you don't have your medicine cabinet ready and stocked. So guys, if you're going to stock your medicine cabinet for the school year, that's why I'm kind of filling you in on these clean medicine products from Genexa. Go to their product page. Really take a look at what their brand is all about. This was founded by two dads on a mission to revolutionize that medicine aisle, and they are doing so with Genexa. I've shown you a couple here, but there are many, many options for a lot of those symptoms and sicknesses that your little ones might experience throughout the school year. But I know, my friends, I know we're talking about the things we don't want to happen, but I know you guys also have some really exciting things that you do want to happen, and you're going to want to have the products to go along with it throughout the school year. Steph, Josh, Albert, what do you guys have next in our back to school guide?
Yes. Albert and I got some tech products, some of our favorite tech products. So let's start us off, because you know you're going to need it for school, y'all. The 2019 Apple iPad mini Wi-Fi 64 gigabytes is going at you right now. This has a 7.9-inch Retina display with True Tone and wide color. What does that mean, Josh? I have no idea. It means you're going to see vibrant, beautiful colors, not only while you're doing some artistic talents, but also if you're maybe into the gaming world a little bit. You'll start seeing beautiful colors, vibrance in photos and videos and gaming. Has that new A12 Bionic chip, that Touch ID fingerprint sensor right there on the bottom so you can unlock it, a camera on the front and a camera on the back so you can FaceTime if you like, or you can take photos. I love this for kids if they're FaceTiming. I mean, I love this for all ages, to be really honest with you. But if you want something that's really lightweight that you can bring to school with you, you can type on it. You can FaceTime with your family on it. You can game on it if you really want to after you're done with your homework, of course. This is something you really want to check out. Up to 10 hours of battery life. It comes with a charger included, so you can plug it in and charge it. It supports the Apple Pencil first generation. So if you are an artist or if your kid loves to draw, you can go ahead and use that first generation pencil. I love it. Stereo speakers, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all that stuff included in there. And it comes in different colors as well. This is the space gray that we're showing off. And the mini is going to be about, I want to say 7.9, about like almost 8.5 inches. So it's not going to be too big, which is perfect for the kids and perfect for school. I use my iPad for reading, streaming my favorite shows, and even typing documents up for work. Also, a lot of things are work from home now, and if your kid is doing school at home, or if they're going out, you can type and join all those meetings that you might have on that iPad and multitask a lot easier. So that's the Apple iPad, one of my favorite tablets of all time. Check it out, perfect for school. Now, if you are on the other side of things and you prefer to have a computer, a laptop, or a tablet that accepts Bluetooth connection for a keyboard and mouse, the wireless keyboard mouse combo is something you're going to want to check out. Now, this is a little bit bigger. So this is for, I would say, not portability unless you plan on going for a long trip, because you can put it in a suitcase. But I wouldn't recommend bringing this to school with you like the mini iPad. What you can do for this, though, is you can set it at a desk, move it around the house. If you tend to like to type in your living room, in your room, in an office, you can easily move it around from room to room. Or if you know you're going to be in a hotel for a while for work or for school, you're going to be on traveling, you need to get some schoolwork done, you can bring this with you. So this connects via Bluetooth, has a USB hub adapter inside the box it comes with, and it's a mouse and keyboard combo. There are the sizes right there, super lightweight, super thin, and super ergonomical, which I love, because when it comes to these, you don't want something that's very heavy and takes up a lot of space on your desk. Less noise on the keyboard. I'm going to go detect the keys for you. It's my favorite part of keyboards. You can barely hear it, right? Noise is reduced on this model, so it's very quiet indeed. But look how thin this is. Very easy to use. Batteries on the bottom right here, so it does need batteries. It does not come with batteries. Keep that in mind. Same with the mouse. It does not come with batteries. Very lightweight, easy to use. 2.4 wireless plug and play. You just plug it in. It connects right there. The mouse, two button clicks. The middle clicks as well. I know some people love to know about that. And that scroll wheel has that nice, I don't know if you could hear it. Can't hear it. Has that nice click so you know you're scrolling. It also has an extra button in the middle to change the adjustment of the mouse depending on how quick you want it. If you want it speed or slow, you show it. Compatible with Windows, compatible with Macs, compatible with pretty much anything that takes a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. All you do is plug in that USB dongle. So just keep in mind that it has to take that USB dongle in. And I love it. I love the num keys as well. Very important, and it has a lot of function keys up here like home, mail, forward, back, volume changers, which is really important in case your keyboard does not offer that. This allows you to do that all through the button rather than moving your mouse to it. So moving on to a USB-C hub. Like, wait, Josh, I got a new computer that only takes USB-C. How do I plug in the USB keyboard and mouse? Well, you need a USB-C hub, and this one is a 13-in-1. Woo! 13-in-1. Like, what? They're just getting crazier and crazier by the day. I love this. Plugs in USB-C right there in the back, and it can take so many ports. Oh, man, just to list some of them, right? You got multiple USBs. You got an HDMI, multiple HDMIs. You got another USB-C for charging, a microphone. You have an Ethernet port, an SD card reader, a display port if your monitors take display ports. How long is the battery life for the keyboard and mouse? I think there was a question in there. How long is the battery life? Looking it up, honestly, I don't see a battery life on here, but I will try and find out if I can get it to you. I have one that's equivalent, and I haven't changed the batteries for about, I don't know, like a month. So keep that in mind. I don't know. I'm a big person who uses it a lot, so a month for me is how long it lasts for me. So it depends on how little or long you use it. But going back to the USB-C hub, this is wild, right? Because you can have multiple monitors attached. You can have display ports attached, which is another monitor if you want. You can have an Ethernet. Here you go, the 3-monitor display, which that is a beautiful setup right there. Woo! Take me to vacation, y'all. Windows, Macs, whatever takes a USB-C, because that's obviously what it plugs into. And then the USB, right? If you have keyboard and mice, if you have other peripherals that plug into USB, you can do different monitors. This is for like a full-on office setup. Yes, great for school if you're maybe in college, but also for those of you who need it for work. Maybe you're going to school for like law degrees and you need a lot of monitors up for all your documents. You have a MacBook Pro that only takes USB-C, and so you need that dongle to add a bunch of stuff. And it also gives you an Ethernet port, which I think is so vital because laptops nowadays don't have an Ethernet port. And if you're doing any home streaming, home calling, anything like that, you need to be logged in, or you need to be plugged into the Ethernet. So it's a much, much faster connection. Ooh, this is a 13-in-1. I'm honestly shocked. You can bring this with you, put it in a backpack, easy to go if you just want to plug in a keyboard and mouse. Obviously, bringing the monitors might be a little bit difficult, but keep that in mind if you have different offices at different areas. If you need to go to work and you have an office at home, you can bring it with you in that way. All right, well, I talked a lot about tech, but Albert's got even more awesome tech products. Albert, show us the tech.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, that was a gorgeous setup right there using the dongle. All the things that you can do with the dongle. Well, okay. Here is a laptop that actually already has quite a bit built into it. So you've got some strong options just to start with, even at the base. This is the Acer Aspire 5 Slim laptop. First off, just get a look. Just take a good look at the aesthetics of this thing. It's super slim, it's super sleek. So I just want to run through three quick reasons why you might want to consider this laptop for the school year, aside from the fact that the price is $369, which is that's outrageous. That's great for a laptop. First off, okay, this laptop is actually going to give you desktop class performance, all right? That's a huge deal because a lot of us that may be on the border of deciding, do I need a notebook or do I need a desktop computer? You're wondering, okay, well, I need something that's gonna have power. Does a laptop have enough power? Are the visuals gonna be good enough? Is this gonna be strong enough to do what it is that I actually need to use it for during the school year, right? Whether it's doing your documents, maybe you're doing a little bit of editing here and there. Well, yes, this is going to deliver that desktop class performance right there with an excellent battery life, even though it's slim. So don't let the slimness fool you. All right, second thing, look at, I spoke about the aesthetics before, but now let's look at the surface area of this screen. We're getting a 15.6-inch full HD display. So we're maximizing the screenage right there, right? So we don't have a whole bunch of really thick borders and whatnot. You're able to use that space to pull up your documents. You're able to use that space to have multiple windows open as you want to transition from program to program and drag and drop and double click and navigate and all of that. You got 15.6 inches to do it. How delightful is that? All right. And then the final thing that I wanted to share with you about this is actually the voice technology, all right? Acer has this purified voice technology. So as we think about what we're actually using laptops for, as we think about maybe there's going to be some remote learning that you're doing, maybe there's some remote learning that you're preparing your child to do, then that means that there's probably going to be quite a bit of video conferencing, of messaging together. You want your child's voice to be heard. You want your voice to be heard, right? Well, using the purified voice technology, it does enhance the signal that your voice is putting on out via the computer, via the insides, the guts of the computer. So that means that it's gonna help to cancel out some of that background noise so that we get that, you get those pure dulcet tones so that when you are metaphorically raising your hand in class, your voice will be heard. Let your voice be heard. That's all I'm saying. This is the Acer Aspire 5 Slim laptop. You already see it in the carousel for you. So, okay, fine. You got your laptop, but do you have your ProLap desk? Do you have your ProLap desk? Albert, what is a ProLap desk? Well, that's what I'm holding up right now. This is the Lapgear Home Office ProLap desk. Let's see, Sergio has a question real quick. Can it run games? You know what, Sergio? I'm not sure how strong that laptop is. It's not billed as a gaming laptop, so I would not rely upon it to run some of your more memory and more data intensive games. I would primarily be using that laptop for a lot of like your word processing. I'd also be using it to play some light games, here and there. Also to watch video, to do some streaming, that kind of stuff. Thank you for asking that. And you wanted to know about the storage. It's actually got a 4 gigs of onboard memory for you right there too, and 128 gigs in the solid state drive storage. So there you go, Sergio, appreciate it. And if you want to know even more about it, you can just go ahead and click on through to the product page there. And if you do decide to get it, or you already have another laptop, here's what you might want to use in order to place this on your lap. You may be laying down, you may be sitting on the couch or whatever, you're chilling. Look at all the surface area that we've got on here. By the way, this is the softness. It's not a pillow, but like it's kind of softish to be a pillowish. Anyway, this is what you're gonna put on the backside. So as you're sitting down, you'll put that part on your lap, and then here, for example, is where you put your laptop. Here, this is a perfect spot for you to have your mouse. You know, you can go ahead, for example, if you want to pick up that keyboard and mouse combo that Josh just showed you, this is where you place your mouse right here. Or you can also be placing your phone down here. You can even, if you got your buds with you, you can go ahead and place your buds up there. How about we put some pencils or if you've got some scissors, for example, and you want to place your scissors inside of a compartment, but you've got a little compartment up there. And you can also see, just like in the video, that you can also have your phone just kind of sitting and hanging out in this little dock area right there. This is your surface, this is your area. You go ahead, you do what you want to do with it, but it's nice and it's light. So this is the Lap Gear Home Office Pro Lap Desk. And then finally, this is actually maybe my favorite thing in this particular segment, is the HP OfficeJet 200 portable printer. And this has wireless and mobile printing. I am always amazed when somebody is able to just like break out a printer and to send something from their phone or send something from their laptop and have it printed out on demand, right on the spot. This right here gives you the option to do that. It's a full HP color portable printer. And so what you can do with this is you can actually print using your smartphone, right? So you've got some documents, something that you want to pull up really quickly. You can do that. You can basically, I'm thinking you put this you put this portable printer right in your backpack, right in your suitcase, right in your luggage. And then when you get to where you're going, maybe when you get to class, if you happen to be working on a huge group project, for example, I just got it. You're working on a group project. Everybody decides you're going to meet up at the park in order to work on this presentation. You bring the portable printer on over to the park for the presentation. Then, as the ideas are coming about, as you're using your laptop in order to create the images, in order to really get that deck together, when it's time to print, bam, you just print copies for everyone out right there at the park. We're printing in the park. How often have you gotten a chance to print at the park? Well, now you can print at the park. And by the way, when you do this, you can also charge this up, so you don't need to have it plugged on in order for you to get the power, right? Just go ahead, you charge it on up. There's a battery inside, and then print it on out. I've never been so excited about printing before. So if you happen to be in the need for a portable printer and you just want to be printing at the park, this might be the buddy for you. It's the HP OfficeJet 200 portable printer with wireless and mobile printing. Well, Steph, while I continue to just daydream about printing in the park, I think that you've got something that you also, that actually really speaks to my heart and that speaks to my stomach when it comes to school.
And that would work in the park as well. I'm going to start out with something that is being called a field book, but to me it just kind of reminded me of a journal, of something that you would take to write down whatever it is you're writing down. Maybe it is observations in the park, maybe it's your just daily thoughts and musings, but I think this is something that can be so incredibly important. So this is a 5-pack of what are being called field journals, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Some varied colors here, as you can tell, but they're gold embossed with, this one's got elephants, this one's got pineapples, this one's got palm fronds, that one's got unicorns, and that one's got flamingos. So definitely very, very trendy, and definitely something that just kind of really gives people an opportunity to do different things. Now, once you go inside the field journal, or just a journal, they're ruled pages. So you're getting 80 pages total. So some in each book, you've got those lined 80 pages or 40 pages with, 2 sides each. And just the opportunity to do whatever you want. They're blank. Maybe it's to-do lists. I'm a big to-do list person, and I would actually probably could upgrade the way I carry mine, so I like that these are in this nice little book like that. Maybe you don't like to keep everything on your phone, or maybe you've thought about getting into journal writing. I'm very into writing down thoughts and feelings, especially for teens when there's so much going on. So it's kind of a nice thing to just gift somebody, and say, here, do what you want with this. But it's just kind of one of those things that it's nice nice to have in a very decorative way of carrying and styling, and having 5 different options as well. So these are well reviewed, high quality, they feel really nice, and I gotta tell you, the gold foil covers are just really unusual, really cool. So whether you're bringing these into your back to school world, maybe as a way to keep track of things that you need to do, or I would put these in a gift closet for me. I think this is really something neat that can be gifted to a lot of different age groups. So check out the field journals that you will see in the carousel. And then of course, if we're gonna journal, we have to have a good tool to do it. Pens matter, right? I mean, I know we're taking notes in school. For me, it's writing on the calendar or making my to-do list, but I need a pen that feels good in my hand, has a nice, smooth cadence to it when I write. This is a pack of 3-color 12 pens from Sharpie. And I've always associated Sharpie with Sharpies, right? Those permanent markers that we use for so many different things. Well, Sharpie makes highlighters. Sharpie makes pens. And these are the nice kind of roller pens, but they don't smear and they don't bleed. So, and they do come with a little cover on them as well that you have to pick off to write. So what I do like is that once you're ready to go, we can consummate mom, do your homework. So it's not ballpoint, it's rollerball technology. So it's just easy and smooth to work with. Get a little glare off that, you can see. This is the medium point, but you have options there, and these are coming in blue, black, and red. You can buy them in fine, you can buy them in bold, but typically we would buy medium for what I would call your everyday school or office work. I'll be honest, haven't worked with Sharpie pens before, but I really like the rollerball gel. It's easy to work with. And you know what I really hate about ballpoint pens is when they get those blobs, suddenly the ink just kind of, out the top, and then it's on your hands or then it's on your finger, and then you drag that hand or finger across what you're working on, and there's a big smear. In fact, I keep pens in my car to jot things down when I'm driving, since I don't want to be picking up my phone, and the one I picked up today, literally ink all over the arm. So these are great technology. It is definitely nice to have a gel technology rather than loose ink and a ballpoint. So check out the pen selection from Sharpie. They're lightweight in the hand too, and fairly narrow. So good for smaller hands as well. These will be easy for any classwork that needs to be done, and certainly great for writing in your journal. And finally, you need a place to keep it all, right? This reminds me of being back in elementary school. We used to call them Trapper Keepers. Now, they are still keepers, but boy, have they been upgraded. This is the Mead 5-star zippered folder, but it essentially is a keeper of pretty much all you need to be successful. I love these for young middle schoolers. Here in Florida, we go to middle school at 6th grade. Maybe in your area, it's junior high and you don't go to 7th grade. But typically, it's the first time, or maybe even you do some changing classes in 5th and 6th grade. But from all of my kids, the first time they had to go either from room to room or even pod to pod or desk to desk, whatever kind of movement you're having in your school, it's hard for kids to keep all their stuff together. There'd always be that poor kid, you'd get to the class and they'd be like, yeah, where's your math folder? And he'd be like, I left it somewhere, or it's in my locker, or I left it at home. I love these because they keep everything together. So there's an expanding file folder on the inside. This 5-star one actually has 2 different zippers, one that turns into a 3-ring binder and one that turns into a file. There is also a secure zipper pocket next to the 3-ring binder. So you can put all sorts of different folders in the binder. I was just buying folders for my kids yesterday. So many of them come with the 3 holes all ready to go. So if you've got 5 classes, you buy 5 folders, you clip all 5 folders in here, you tell the kids that they can put their pens and pencils in here, and then there's the file system, because you're going to get worksheets. Not everything is on the computer, so when you have worksheets, or you have, we call them syllabuses, when you have the syllabus that tells you what's going on for the year, you can put those in here, and then everything is all in one place. You know, we're hard on our kids when they can't keep track of things, but honestly, organization, knowing where things are, remembering where you're putting things, those are all skills that we're teaching and learning as part of education. So I have learned, and it's taken me, I was probably pretty hard on my first child. For subsequent children, I've been a little nicer because I do realize that everybody doesn't come out knowing where everything is and knowing how to keep track of their papers and remembering to do their homework. So all the tools that we can provide as adults to help the kids be more successful makes it a lot easier on all of us. I love the 5-star zippered folder that you can keep track of everything. A good zippered binder, you will find that in the carousel. And by the way, so much better than those Trapper Keepers. They used to crack, they used to break. They were like weapons on the edge when the plastic cracked. This soft one is going to be awesome and extra durable. So one of my favorite school supplies you will find in the carousel. Check it on chat. Couple of questions. Sergio wants to know, are they all black? Sergio, I think you're referring to the Sharpie pens. Nope, this is an assortment pack. You've got black, red, and blue. So when you look at the school supply list, most teachers request some kind of red pen, color pen for grading each other's papers. That's the one bonus I like about the multi-pack there. And Lillian, just saying hi. I don't know what you don't know, but I know that it's back to school time, and that's what we are talking about here on Amazon Live. One thing I do know about being back to school here, we're on day 4 in my house. We've got some sniffles, sneezes, and sore throats already starting. Jackie, I don't know whether it's allergies or I don't know whether it's colds, but either way, I know we need to be prepared, and you're going to help us with that.
You are so right, Steph. I actually have options for everything you just named thanks to Genexa. But hey, everybody, as we prepare to send our kids off, as Steph has already done so, to that brand new school year, yes, we're checking off notebooks and pens and all of those must-haves. But did you stop to think about germs, about sicknesses, all the things that our little ones come in contact with? Unfortunately, we know it's inevitable. We don't want it to happen, but we want to be prepared. That's why throughout this stream, I've been sharing some amazing products from Genexa. Now, Genexa is the first clean medicine company. So they make clean medicine with the same active ingredients you need, but without the artificial ones that you don't need. Did you ever stop and think about that? Why do we have all these things in our medicines? Well, Genexa, 2 dads on a mission, that's exactly what they were thinking about, and they have brought us this amazing clean medicine line. So here are 2 products you're gonna wanna take a look at. Might answer some of those things I know Steph was just naming. Oh my goodness, I think one of my least favorite symptoms in your little ones that you may start to hear is the cough. That moment when you hear the, oh no, you know it's going to take a while. It's going to have to work its way out. So I want to talk to you about kids' cough and chest congestion. That is one of the products from Genexa. As I see a new follower in the chat, Jay, shout out to you for just starting to follow us. This is an expectorant, guys, and a cough suppressant. It's made with the same active ingredient as the leading brands, which are dextromethorphan and guaifenesin. Those are the active ingredients that are in your expectorant, your cough suppressant. But this from Genexa does not have artificial fillers. And I've been really wanting somebody to come up in the chat and let us know if you've used Genexa yet on your little ones, because I would love to hear your experience. Please do chime in if you have discovered Genexa products just yet in life. But guys, this will help relieve coughs. It will loosen mucus. It will make coughs more productive. All the things that we need to help that cough work its way out. What's nice to note about this is that it's made with clean, inactive ingredients like organic agave syrup, organic blueberry flavor. And in here, there are no artificial ingredients like propylene glycol. That's the same ingredient as antifreeze. There's no sucralose in here, no sodium benzoate, etc. All the things you might turn your medicine bottle around and see on those labels if you don't have Genexa products at home. Now you have your dosing cup that comes along with it. Obviously, very easy to take in, 10 milliliters, 5 milliliters, 2.5 milliliters. You want to check your instructions and your directions and wash your cup, pop it back on because you always want to have that handy. You don't want to lose it. Very important. And I like knowing that this has a delicious organic blueberry flavor because it is that oral suspension. And guys, isn't it just as important to get your little one to actually take the medicine so that it does what it needs to do to help your little one get better quick? So this is the kids' cough and chest congestion. You're going to see it in your carousel. It's from Genexa, which if you've heard me talking about Genexa, this is a clean medicine company that gives you those same active ingredients you need to help with all of these symptoms that we're talking about that your kids may come home with throughout the school year, but no artificial inactive ingredients. That's the difference here. That's why I'm so excited to be talking about Genexa with you. One more I want to point out in the world of coughs, my least favorite symptom is the kids' honey cough syrup. Now, this is a honey cough syrup. It's made with organic and non-GMO ingredients. So this will help soothe coughs. We all think of honey. We all think of the soothing nature of honey, right? This is made with clean ingredients like organic wildflower honey. Of course, right? You got to have the honey in there. Organic echinacea, organic elderberry. That's what's in here. There's no artificial inactive ingredients and no common allergens. That's very important as well. This is certified organic, non-GMO, and gluten-free. So it's very important to note because some of your little ones out there may have some sensitivities to some medicines. So I like knowing that this kids' honey cough syrup in particular is certified organic, non-GMO, and gluten-free for any of those out there who have those gluten-free needs. Now, guys, this is another one that's going to be in your carousel from Genexa for you to take a look. I invite you to really go to their product page, learn more about these two dads on a mission that what they did is they revolutionized the medicine aisle with clean medicine products that bring you those active ingredients you need without the inactive ones that you don't. Really discover them and take a look at all of the products they have to offer. I just showed you, of course, the kids' cough and congestion and the kids' honey cough syrup, but you may have heard me talking about some of their pain relievers, their tummy relief options. So allergy options. Steph, I know you were mentioning something about possible allergies in the household. We've got one for that for your little ones. So guys, even options for your infant when it comes to pain relief. So guys, check these out in your carousel right now from Genexa. Get stocked up because my best tip to you from one parent to another is to be ready ahead of time. You can't go wrong with having the medicines you may need down the road. You want to have a full medicine cabinet going into the school year. That's one thing you won't have to worry about because you're going to worry enough if your little ones come home with some symptoms that we don't necessarily like so much for them to have to deal with. All right, you guys. This is Genexa. Tony is asking if there are adult versions. Tony, you are reading my mind because that's the first thing I think about when I'm talking with you about Genexa is I want to be able to take Genexa for myself. So definitely, I know we're focused on these products for our little ones, but go to your Genexa page, check it out, and hey, maybe write them and ask them. We want the medicine too, right, Tony? All right, you guys, so I'm going to toss it over to my friend Albert, who I know is standing by. He's always ready with a smile and some back to school ideas. Albert, what do you have? I know you have a smile.
Jackie, you caught me mid-smile there. Gosh, yeah, you always find me there. Okay, well, look, I think, everyone, that it's time for a little bit of geography class, if you will. So, Josh, Stephanie, here's a question for you. What is the biggest state in the United States by size, okay? Is it California? Is it Texas? Is it Florida? Or is it Alaska? Now, everyone in the chat, I want you to join on in. I want you to play along as well, too. So, Josh, I want to get your guess first. Josh, are we talking about California? By the way, you and I hold it down out here. Are we talking about Texas? Are we talking about Florida that Stephanie reigns over? Or are we talking about Alaska? Josh, what you got?
My guess is Texas. That's going to be a final answer, Texas.
Okay, Texas from Josh. All right, Stephanie, what about you?
I'm going Alaska.
You're going Alaska. Okay, so we've got some heat there. We've got some coldness there. Shannon in the chat is guessing Alaska. Well, I will reveal the answer in just a couple of moments, slash in just a couple of items. Because, actually, starting off with this first item that I want to talk about, I've got the Amazon Basics Ruled Index flashcards, and I've already kind of broken some of these flashcards out in order to kind of get this trivia on. As you can see, I wrote our trivia question right on there. Can we? Yeah, there we go. Focus. What's the biggest state in the United States by size? All right, cool. So this is a perfect example of what your students might be using flashcards for. This is a bundle of 300 of them, though. Look, flashcards galore. And one of the fantastic things about this 300 pack is that you've got 4 colors that come on in, all right? So we've got this really electric yellow, we've got this stunning orange, we've got this really pretty pink, and we've got this gorgeous green, all popping in here. What would you need 4 different colors of cards for? Well, first off, let's think about flashcards, right? Let's think that we are making flashcards for multiple subjects, and we want to be able to separate them visually so that we just, keep everything organized, like Stephanie was mentioning before. So for example, maybe for my math class, I want to go ahead and I want to put some different formulas and equations on the yellow cards. But maybe for my biology class, since I've got to memorize some different terms, I'm putting them on the green. Maybe for my history class, I've got to memorize those states and capitals, or those countries and capitals, which not always easy. Go ahead and put those on pink. And so what will we put on orange? What will we put on orange? Maybe we're going to go ahead and put some literary things on our orange cards, right? Right? So maybe some novels, maybe some different terms we've got to put on there. Tony, you're guessing Cali. Okay, Tony. You know what I'm going to do first then? Before I move on to this next product, I'm going to reveal one state that it is not. So let's see. We've got California in the running. We've got Texas in the running. We've got Alaska, and we've got Florida. I'm going to say, since Tony guessed California. Tony, is it California? Let's see. Oh, no, it's not California, Tony. So that means that in our flashcard mix, we've still got Texas, Alaska, and Florida. Let's keep it moving. Let's see what's going on. Why don't we mark it out with a marker? I've got some Sharpies with me. Wow. Stephanie was just talking about Sharpie pens before, but now I've got what you probably know Sharpie for, which are the highlighters. Look at this pack of highlighters, all right? You've got this large ink supply that comes on in here. Oh, Sam is still guessing Cali? Sam, it's not Cali. But now that you know that it's not Cali, I want to know, what are your other guesses? Is it going to be Texas, Florida, or Alaska? Ryan is still saying Cali. You guys want to make it California, even though I just revealed it's not California. All right, so with these Sharpies, look at this. Look, oh my goodness. And I like that these are the kind where you go ahead and you push the side of it. Oh, Sam, you're saying that you're in Cali. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sam. Good to be joining you. We're on the same coast right now. So you've got this strong red. We can go all the way down the color spectrum right here. One of the neat things about these Sharpie Tank highlighters is that I know that sometimes when I use highlighters that have a cap on them, I have a tendency to lose the cap, and then I'm just walking around with a highlighter with no cap, and things are spilling on out in my backpack. But with these, all you've got to do is push them. You just kind of treat them the same way that you would one of the clicker pens, and then you're able to just mark it all on up with your highlighter. Really neat, great colors right there. And you'll see that you've got a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Go ahead and they come in the nifty plastic case right here. So go ahead and you seal them up. You put them away, and you're good to go. Now, for those of you who are just joining us, like Angelina wants to know, what's the question about the states? Well, you jumped in just in time, Angelina, because I'm about to reveal the answer. All right, so the question was, what is the biggest state in the United States by size? What's the biggest state in the United States by size? And the options were California, Alaska, Florida, or Texas. So now, let's see. Ryan and Josh both said Texas. Let's pull up our Texas card. All right. Oop, that's the Florida card. Texas card is in pink. Texas. Is it Texas? No, it's not Texas. All right, so now we're down to Florida or Alaska. Now, I know that I consider Stephanie the queen of Florida. She didn't guess Florida. Stephanie guessed Alaska, but now I'm going to see, is it Florida though? Because I'm just kind of curious. Is it Florida? No, it's not Florida. It's not Florida, which means that it must be Alaska. Steph, you got this one. You got it. Angelina, now you guessed Alaska as well too. So again, this is the fun of playing with index cards, with these postcards. It's a jolly good time here. But now, so Stephanie, can you do a little victory dance for us? Because you got this one right.
How's that?
Yeah.
I have a very narrow space to dance.
That's great. I love it. It's good. You danced inside the lines. And Josh, don't let those tears take full reign over you, because I've got something right here that is going to make you smile. There's nothing like math to make you smile. All right, so that's what I've got. The Texas Instruments calculator right here. This one is the BA2 Plus financial calculator. Looking at this is not your standard calculator. I know you're thinking like, oh, on my phone I can just go ahead and I can do math and equations. Sure, you can. But this right here, when we talk about students, I think that this is fantastic if you are someone who is like truly concentrated in math. We're not talking about standard arithmetic and division and whatnot. In fact, with this one, as you can see on the product page, it actually even recommends that you use this calculator maybe when you're looking to purchase some real estate. And that is because inside of here, you actually can work on an amortization worksheet. So we can talk about what is the price of something? How can you divide the price of something over time? That's some real work. That's some tax work that's going on there as well too. So maybe you are someone who is studying to become an accountant professional. Maybe you're someone who is studying to become a tax professional. I would say that this is a wonderful calculator for you to start doing, for you to use with this. Growing up, I remember using the TI-83 and the TI-83 Plus in order to do a lot of my stuff, whether it was helping out with calculus or algebra and whatnot. But this buddy is on another level. But it's $29.49 right here. You'll find that in your carousel as well for you. Look at this Texas Instruments. And we know that Texas Instruments is really known for being like legit when it comes to finding top-notch calculators. Ryan is asking, do you do giveaways? We're not giving away any specific thing right now. We're not giving away anything for free today, Ryan, except for advice, except for some options for you to think about when you're getting ready to go back to school. And speaking of which, and we're also giving away knowledge because we got these trivia questions. And I think that Steph, who was the victor for our last trivia question, now has one of her own. What's up, Steph?
Hey, yes, I do have a trivia question, and it is about all of your favorite subjects at school. All right, let's see if we can get everybody in here. Josh, I think I can predict your favorite subjects. And Albert, I think you've actually admitted this was your favorite subject at school, or at least your favorite part of school. Anybody know what I'm going to talk about?
Theater?
Lunch?
Lunch! You got it! I know you guys. All right, so we're going to talk about things you need for lunch. But first, I have lunchtime trivia, okay? What is the most popular food in the whole world? Okay, we're going to make it easy with some extra credit. Is it, or rather some multiple choice, you may need the extra credit. Is it pizza? Is it hamburgers? Is it pasta? Or is it soup? And play along in the chat as well. Albert, I'll make you go first. Most popular food in the world.
Most popular food in the world. Because I think it can travel really easily internationally, I'm going to go with pizza. Hey, pizza.
All right. Albert picks pizza. Josh, how about you? Want to vote?
It's gotta be pizza. It has to be pizza. Hey, pizza.
All right, we got 2 pizzas, and I'm checking in the chat, and Shannon thinks it's pizza, Ryan thinks it's pizza. Either we're all craving pizza. I'm a Chicago girl. I like my pizza deep and thick with that big crust on the outside. Oh, that is what I'm thinking about. Yeah. But hunger aside, we'll check back and find out what everybody prefers for their favorite and most popular food in the world. But first, food. Let's get our food to school. So my kids obviously like lunch, because who doesn't like lunch? You get to hang out with their friends. But you know what they don't like? They don't like when their lunch is warm. And let me tell you, as the mom that packs the lunch, I hear about if the lunch is not in pristine shape, the right temperature. Let me tell you, everybody's a critic when it comes time to lunch. So this is actually the lunch bag that we use. It is one of my favorites. I got it from a mom friend last year, and I'm thrilled to see us highlighting it. This is actually a freezable lunch bag. So I'm going to work backwards. When you get to school, right, what you need is a good lunchbox to hold your stuff. So here you are. No worries, right? Looks just like a normal lunchbox. You've got a strap, closes here, got a handle, closes here, so you're good to go. Now, when you come home for the day, please put your garbage in the garbage. Like, don't just leave it there for me to find in the morning. It makes me cranky. This is how you ensure, it kind of puts the onus on the kids, that the kids are going to have a cold, good temperatured lunch. When they get home, they take their garbage, or maybe you're really lucky and they do it at school. They empty it all out. Then they take the actual lunch bag, they roll it up, and you put it in the freezer, because this is an ice pack. This isn't just puffy insulation to keep your lunch safe from being smushed, which, by the way, this does a good job with that too. But there is the actual gel interior, like it's an ice bag or an ice pack. That gooey interior is inside the insulation so that the whole lunch bag goes in the freezer. So here's how this has solved my problems. Number one, if the kid wants a cold lunch, the kid will learn. You empty it out and you put it in the freezer. Then when it comes to the morning, kid takes it out of the freezer. Now, I do still make most of the lunches. I make the sandwiches, and then the kids grab the snacks they want and put it all together. My kids are in high school, so we're to the point where I should probably make them make their sandwiches, but then I'd have to clean up lunch meat from the floor and the cupboard every day, so therefore I make the sandwiches. But this is really teaching some responsibility, because number one, if you forget to empty your lunchbox the night before, then your lunch isn't cold the next day. And guess what? That's not my fault, because you're learning to empty your stuff, throw out your trash, put this in the freezer, and then you'll remember to bring your lunch with you the next day, because I've left some little reminders like drinks and sandwiches out ready to go. So I love this for a million reasons. It has totally solved the problem of my lunch stinks, my lunch is crushed, and nobody made me lunch, to, okay, yeah, I forgot to take it out of the freezer, or if they see the stuff, they're like, oh yeah, I gotta do my lunch. So helping a million things, and look how nice it folds up. It doesn't even take up much room in the freezer, but it's still a normal lunch bag. By the way, these are awesome for moms and dads going back to work as well. I'm a big fan of not having a separate ice pack in my work bag. It just takes up more room, so this is awesome and very, very space efficient. So check this out for the lunch sack. Okay, I know everybody's voting on what else we could think for the most popular foods. Before we get to popular foods, let's talk more about storing our foods. So this is called the Stasher, and I left the wrapper on because I wanted you to see how cool it is. It's hard to see when it's clean. Let's open it together. What a Stasher is, it's essentially like your sandwich bag that you would stash your snacks in, or you would stash your sandwich in. The difference is this is food grade silicone, so I'm not going to throw it out. I'm not wasting plastic. I'm not putting more plastic into the environment. I'm not having to buy sandwich bag after sandwich bag after sandwich bag. I can reuse this over and over and over. So it comes in handy when we're talking about remembering things with our lunch bag, because all the kids have to do is remember to put that food grade silicone bag back in their lunch sack and bring it home. Then at night, when they remember to put their lunch bag in the freezer, they also then will just, in our case, I just say plop it in the sink. Now, these are so easy to wash, and here's my mom trick. The best way to always wash any kind of reusable silicone bag, you turn it inside out. You can turn it inside out and hand wash it. You can turn it inside out and put it in the dishwasher, and it will clean up. But the thing about silicone is you can do absolutely anything with it. So maybe I'm making some foods ahead of time for the week. I can put them in the silicone bag. By the way, it self-seals right there at the top, so no zipper pieces that can come out. This is all one piece, very soft, feels great. I can put it in the freezer. I can take it from the freezer and put it in the microwave. I can take it from the microwave and put it in my lunch bag. So I made egg muffin cups this week for back to school breakfast. Take a cupcake pan and you make some eggs and some cheese, and I used sausage. I baked them in the oven and then I froze them. I could freeze them in individual little silicone bags like this, maybe 2 or 3, and then in the morning, kids could grab it, put it in the microwave, and take this in the car and actually eat some breakfast on the way to school. We are back to school at my house this week. I have 4 boys in high school. We aren't back to breakfast yet. Still working on breakfast. We have gotten out of bed 4 days in a row. I consider that a win, but we're still working on trying to figure out how to fit the meals in. It's a process, but it has all reminded me that back to school week takes some planning, takes some organization, and takes great tools. And that's why I love that we put together the carousel and all these cool different things, because maybe you didn't know how useful these silicone bags can be. Freezer to microwave to lunchbox to dishwasher, and it comes right back, and you're not having to keep buying them, and we're not throwing them in the garbage. So big fan of these. I promise they're easy to wash. I use them all the time. They're really, really great for fruit as well. All right, I see all these food names in the chat because we were asking everybody what the most popular food in the world is. The overwhelming choice by both my co-hosts and friends in the chat seems to be pizza. Sean did vote in with pasta. Must be a carb guy. Good for you, Sean. Alexa thinks it could be soup. Hi, Terry. Thanks for following us. Well, I got to say, all of you, majority rules, are very smart. Pizza is the most popular food in the world. And that really didn't surprise me too much. How about you guys?
Yes,
I mean,
pizza, I knew it.
No surprise here. But now I wish that egg muffin cups would have been an option. Because after hearing you talk about bacon egg muffin cups, I want that stuff.
You know, I'm in full mom mode this week. We've been doing all sorts of things to get everybody prepared, that is for sure. But yep, I got all sorts of hints for back to school recipes, that's for sure. All right, before we toss it over to Josh, I've got one more food item that whether you're going back to school or not, or you want a great deal, listen up to this. There is a 40-pack of Frito-Lay snacks in the carousel. The price is unbelievable. Like I said, I am feeding 4 teenage boys. I could tell you what everything costs at the grocery because I have to be so incredibly careful with my food budget. So I use big box stores, I use mail order, I look for the buy one, get ones. We have a Publix, is what we use for our local grocery here in Florida, to get 40 different bags of full-size chips, not full-size bags of chips, but the full-size snack bags. These aren't the minis, these are the full snack bags. 40 of them for less than $20. That is an absolutely awesome deal. I'm a little hurt because, you know, as you can see here, as hosts, we get to touch the products and feel the products and sample the products and talk about the products. What am I missing? What do I not have here? No chips. Nobody sent me any chips. So I'm a little disappointed, a little bit hungry to talk about food and not get to have any. I'm a big salty, crunchy girl. They must know it's my weakness. If they had sent me 40 bags of chips, I'd probably be at least 4 bags deep already. So maybe it's good it didn't happen. But check out the food deals in the carousel. And just a great reminder to all you guys, I know this is an expensive time of year too. When you're looking for food value deals, we sell all the major food brands and tons of them in bulk right here on Amazon. Could it get any better than having all the supplies you need for a healthy lunch, including the chips and cookies and even drinks delivered right to your doorstep with Prime Day shipping? So a great way to use Amazon to make your life a little bit easier. I know it is a busy, busy time of year. All right, speaking of busy, Josh is busy getting ready to have his back to school world in order. What do you have for us, Josh?
Yes, I know Josh is busy. He's ready to go. Before we go to Josh, I do want to jump in, you guys, with a little update from Genexa. Now, Steph was just talking about chips and snacks and all the things that come along with that. Hey, maybe you have too many, you need some tummy relief. There's an option for that from Genexa. Genexa is basically the first clean medicine company. And here's the deal. Back to school, we know, means coming into contact with those germs, the sicknesses, the viruses. So we know throughout the school year, we don't want it to happen, but we want to be prepared if it does happen, that your little one comes home with a little something, right? So Genexa is the first clean medicine company where all of their products, from tummy relief to pain relief to cough and congestion and beyond, are made to the highest standards of clean. What does that mean when you hear the word clean, right? No artificial dyes, no common allergens, no unnecessary chemicals. So something that I know Steph was mentioning earlier in the show is allergies. Oh my goodness. Do you suffer from allergies? Do your little ones suffer from allergies? They do just as much as we do sometimes. You are going to want to check out the Kids Allergy antihistamine from Genexa. This is an antihistamine made with the same active ingredient as the leading brands, which is diphenhydramine, but it does not have artificial fillers everyone. So during allergy season, this product is going to be your go-to when it comes to hay fever symptoms, upper respiratory allergies. It helps with things like runny nose, sneezing, itchy, watery eyes, itchy nose, itchy throat. Oh, all those things that could be so frustrating. And sometimes you don't know, is it allergies? Is it a cold? So it's great to know that there are options from Genexa out there if it is in fact allergies that your little one may be suffering from. So the nice thing about this allergy antihistamine is that it has just 3 clean inactive ingredients. Those 3 ingredients are organic agave syrup, citrus extract, and purified water. Those are your 3 inactive ingredients in here. And you get your dosing cup because this is that delicious organic agave flavor to this one. So I like knowing that the flavors are nice to the Genexa products. There's no artificial inactive ingredients in here. No red dye number 40, no sucralose, no sodium benzoate. So here's what I say to you. Check out the medicines in your cabinet currently. If they're not Genexa, turn the bottle around. Take a look at those inactive ingredients that we've been giving to our little ones and maybe haven't thought about it because we have those effective active ingredients in there and we're happy with that. But why should you settle for some of those other inactive ingredients that maybe you don't need to be giving to your little ones? That's where the 2 dads who founded Genexa came in. They're revolutionizing the medicine aisle by bringing you clean medicines like your kids' allergy antihistamine right here. That's in your carousel, along with the whole variety of Genexa products. Like I said, from pain relief to tummy relief. So I invite you to go to the product page, check out the story from Genexa, really get to know what I'm telling you a little bit about right now, really take a closer look, and be sure to stock up on your medicine cabinet now. So when those symptoms come about, maybe at midnight, maybe in the middle of the night, or first thing in the morning when they wake up with that oh so dreaded cough or fever, or sneeze, you're ready with your medicines on hand. Make them clean medicines. I'm so excited about this. In fact, someone in the chat earlier said, do they make Genexa for adults? That's my first question because I want to be able to have these clean medicine options, but I'm so glad our little ones, as this is a back to school guide, are being set today with Genexa. So that is the scoop here. You guys check that out in your carousel. I see G is in the chat saying test. We see ya. Your test worked. We see your chat comment right there. So please continue to chime in on the chat. Hit that follow button so you never miss out on an event's live stream again like this one. We'll give you a live shout out. And if you're going to follow us, Josh will be the one to give you the live shout out because I'm going to toss things over to my friend Josh Areno, who's ready with some more back to school ideas. Josh, are you standing by? I know you're always ready.
Yes, thank you so much, Jackie. We got Steph and Albert to my left. We're talking about recess now. We talked about geography. We talked about lunch. Well, now it's time to play. Of course, they give me the playtime. I mean, how could they not? So here's a trivia question for all, chat included. What was the first toy to be advertised on television? Is it A, a yo-yo, B, Mr. Potato Head, C, Slinky, or D, Barbie? Steph, let's start with you. What do you think it might be?
I'm going to go Slinky.
All right, Albert?
It's funny. I'm actually going to go Slinky too because I just remember a theme song that's like Everybody Loves a Slinky song where the Slinky is going down like the stairs and such. So
the
I
stairs.
gotta go with you on this one, Steph.
All right, 2 votes for Slinky from the host. We have JC saying Barbie in chat. We will find the answer out in a little bit. But let's talk about what you do during recess. You play with some baseballs, soccer balls, basketballs, footballs. Well, here's Apple Round pack of 4 sports balls with 1 pump included. You get a 5-inch soccer ball, a 5-inch basketball, a playground ball, and a 6.5-inch football. All perfectly playable, perfect for groups ages 3 to 5 years old. There's the playground ball in green right there. And it comes with a pump, which I think is so priceless. How many times have you bought an inflatable something and it doesn't come with a pump? Well, this not only comes with a pump, but it comes with 3 inflatable needles. So in case you lose one, in case you bend one, it comes with 3 of these, which is so important. So I blew up the soccer ball, the basketball, and the football. I'm going to go ahead and blow up the playground ball live right now for you to show you how easy it is. You just put the inflatable needle in, and then you just go for it. There we go. As it gets bigger, it's kind of... There we go. It gets rounded. And perfect. Aha, there you are. Let me put it on a desk, it might be easier. Haha! And now we have a playground ball. There you go. Obviously your inflatable skills will be better than my inflatable skills. But you have a bunch of balls, which I love. You can play around with them. They're not foam, they're made from durable PVC. So they have that kind of hard texture on the outside of them. But it's great for like if you have a kid and you have like a little hoop. You can, shoot the basketball. If you have a little soccer goal net, you can make one at home and play around, kick the ball around, pass it around. I think it also gives your youngins, like 3 to 5, good hand-eye coordination and using their hands to grip things, I think, which is really important. So yeah, so check these out. They're really cool for recess time. And then if you want to stimulate the mind, Hasbro Gaming Rubik's Cube Solving Bundle 4-pack. Okay. Tons of Rubik's Cubes. I'm going to go and show you all of them. So it starts off with the one for basics, just to teach you, hey, this is what a Rubik's Cube does. This is how to use it. This is how to turn it, etc. Then you go ahead and get upgraded to the harder one, 4x4s. Move it around. And then the standard Rubik's Cube, which I've been trying to solve this entire show. And I have had no luck. I'm not good with Rubik's Cubes, but sometimes you see those people that go like super fast. Those are really cool. And then you have the ultimate, I don't even know, I've never seen anything. This is called the Master Cube. I've never seen anything like this before. This is what, 1, 2, 3, 4x4x4. This is insane. I mean, you've had your standard 3x3. This is your 4x4. You have a 2x2 and a 1x1. All is included in this pack. You get all 4 of these. Great for a gift. Great for somebody who's really trying to get their Rubik's Cube on. I think you see those kids right online that just can solve Rubik's Cubes in seconds. I mean, they've probably been doing it since they were a young kid, and there you go. You can help with them. Super easy to twist and turn. Very malleable as well. I mean, you have that Rubik's Cube sound, which I just love as well. So check it out if you're into some Rubik's Cubes. You get all 4 of these for your recess time. Again, let me just show you all 4 of them different. There's just so many. I love them. Cool. All right, so let's go back to our trivia question. Let's bring the host back. Well, JC said Barbie. The hosts both said Slinky. Well, the answer is Mr. Potato Head is the answer for television. Steph, did you ever have a Mr. Potato Head growing up?
I did, and so did my kids. I mean, those have gone several generations with popularity, so I love that guy.
Albert, what about you? Did you play with a Mr. Potato Head growing up?
This just makes me want some potato chips.
The ones I don't have.
The ones that got sent to the studio instead of Steph's house. Yes. Those.
Right?
All right, let's go next to continuing with toys and Hasbro, the Gaming Connect 4 in neon. The awesome Connect 4 game that you've probably played. If you haven't, it's really fun. But this is a neon set, ages 6 and up. You can Connect 4 with the neon colors. It has the colored discs, which is really cool. They really pop with color, especially at night and especially in like those beautiful moonlit areas. There you have it. You have that pink and that yellow with that black bar right there on the bottom. I just think it really is a beautiful touch. It's a 2-player game. If you haven't played Connect 4 yet, you try to connect 4 of your colors either up, down, left, right, or diagonal, but you can block them with your other color, the other player's color. So a great indoor activity or even outdoor in the park or outside in your backyard. Ages 6 and up. Fantastic way to come together and play and have a good time for recess and hang out. So we're going to go ahead and switch gears a bit to some things you might need for cleaning and labeling and all of the above for that. We're going to go ahead and bring Steph and Albert back in. And Steph's got some awesome cleaning stuff for us for when we get our hands super dirty.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you really have to consider as we go back to school. And I know this is especially important for all the teachers. So a couple of items that you should definitely be putting on your back to school list, and I know are on the teacher's wish list as well. Let's start first with Lysol wipes, right? Again, love things being sold in multi-packs. That certainly makes them a better value. And we're going to need probably multiple packs of these to get through our school year. So each pack has 80. This is being sold in a 4-pack. Again, these are probably on most of our back to school lists because I know the teachers are looking for some help in getting them in their classroom. If you pick one of these up for you, or if you've got multiple kids and you're like, oh, I'll just pick one of these up and put one in each backpack, if you can, pick up an extra couple of packs and just send them to the classroom. We are all trying to keep everybody safe and healthy this back to school season. And you know what? We know it's going to take some disinfecting. So I love the fact that these are sold in a multi-pack. I know I keep them in my work bag. My kids' backpacks have them. We keep them in each of our cars. So a big thanks to Lysol for giving us a nice, easy to carry pack to have those. Canisters are great as well, but for on the go, these soft packs are definitely easy to carry. So you will see those in the carousel. Remember all those teachers as you are buying school supplies. If you can help them out and buy a couple of extra cleaning supplies, I know they appreciate it. And then when it comes time to cleaning at home, I gotta tell you, no matter how many times as the mom I say, did you wash your hands? Did you wash your hands? And usually now I get, oh, and then off to the bathroom they go. Does that mean if I don't ask, nobody washes their hands? I gotta tell you, I don't understand it. Personal issue we have at my house. My kids are older, so they just ignore me. We can make washing your hands fun, and I love this for younger kids. Some of my kids, when they were younger, we had them sing the alphabet song or happy birthday. When they washed their hands, they would do it as fast as humanly possible, and I'm not sure it was actually getting to those 20 seconds we're supposed to get to as they do it. So Amazon is making a smart soap dispenser that does all sorts of things. And I like our tagline, make hand washing count, because the dispenser is actually going to count, if you will, for you. There are little LED lights on the top that show you how long 20 seconds is, because that is how long we're supposed to be rubbing our darling little hands together. You could also get a small, medium, or large amounts of soap, depending on how close to the dispenser you put it. My only criticism about that is more is more in my house, so everybody's going to use all they can. But do you see that 20-second LED timer to do the counting? I absolutely love that. What a great teaching lesson for young children is. Until the little lights stop, you don't stop rubbing your hands together. Now, why is it called a smart soap dispenser? Because if you have an Echo product, be it a Dot or a different kind of Echo speaker, you can have it communicate with the Echo speaker, and then it will play songs and games and do all sorts of things with you. Now that goes through the Echo speaker. There's actually no speaker, and the Amazon Alexa voice service is not in the soap dispenser, but you can tie the two together and make it even more fun. Like, Echo can give me some jokes while I see my LED lights and scrub my hands. Listen, anti-touch soap dispensers are awesome anyway, so they're often very, very pricey. This one is definitely a better value, even just the anti-touch soap dispenser. It's got a couple little extra bells and whistles, plus it's rechargeable. You can stick it on a USB cord and be good to go. So whether that's for the classroom to help everybody know when 20 seconds is, or maybe in your house, it's a good way to make something we all have to do a little bit more fun and relaxing. And let's keep everybody clean, healthy, and safe this upcoming school season. All right, so those are my clean ideas, but it's not just about cleaning, it's also about organization. And Albert, this is one of my favorite topics. Everything has a place, and that place is better labeled. Can you help us out?
Yes, ma'am. I will try to make you proud with these couple of organization items then, Stephanie. By the way, I love the idea of organizing a dance party for every time somebody in the house washes their hands. By going ahead and linking that soap dispenser up to your Echo device, you could actually have a jam pop on and wash your hands together. All right. Anyway, so we're going to talk about organization. I've got something from a brother. The Brother P Touch label maker. Now, I know I have more than one friend. One of them is Stephanie. I have more than one friend who loves to label things that just, if you set them loose on your home, you will come back and everything from everything in the cabinets to every single envelope in the home to, hey, even the shoes will have labels on them. So I appreciate the power of a label maker. Now, this one right here, what happens is when you pick this up, I will give you this tip. Make sure that you have a few batteries on hand. In fact, make sure you've got a few AAA batteries on hand that you can just go ahead and pop on in here so then you can get to moving, because this actually does already come with a cartridge. In fact, you want to see the cartridge? Let's do this. Okay. So when you open up the back of here, this is where you'll put your batteries, and then this is where your cartridge is going to go. You can choose to have different cartridges. You can purchase different ones so that you can have different colored backgrounds and whatnot, but this already comes equipped with a white one, right? And then what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to print black on top of the white label. So let me give you a little demo right here. And I know Stephanie is getting thrilled with this. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've decided, I've already written in something that I want to label. And I've decided, okay, I'm going to turn it on. And I've decided I'm just going to label something that I wish would appear on my desk right now. So now that I've typed it in, I'm just going to press this print button. By the way, shout us out in the chat if you are a label person. Let us know how big of an organizer you are. All right, so as you can see, it just printed a label out right here. All I've got to do is snip it. All right, let's see the reveal. This is what I want to appear on my desk right now. Yes, sandwich. I want sandwich. I want sandwich. So I'm going to put this label up into the atmosphere and hopefully sandwich will appear on my desk. So look, you can do so many different things with this label maker. And then you want to go ahead, you can just like peel this one off and then stick this on. I might just like stick this onto my brain as I think of the sandwiches. And then one more thing that I want to share before handing it over to Josh is right back here behind me, you'll see that there's a cascading wall organizer. Ooh, look at the colors. Let me bring it closer to us. All right. Yeah. Ooh, right? Look at this. Okay. So what we've got right here is you have a letter size hanging thing. So you can see that within each of these, look at the colors, right? Look at the vibrant colors that are going up on in here. But these 6 clear pockets allow you to go ahead and just organize your different documents, for example, right? So maybe you want to organize everything by color. Excuse me, by color. You can't organize by color, but maybe you want to organize everything by subject, right? So Barbara is like, ooh, I feel you, Barbara, right? So maybe we're going to put math up here. Maybe we'll put science down here. But you go ahead, you put your documents inside, and each pocket can hold 50 sheets. 50 sheets. So perhaps you are a teacher, perhaps you are an educator, and you want to go ahead and you want to ask your students to drop off all of their work, make sure that all their work is dropped off at the end of the day. You hang this on up right by the door so that as they're exiting, they each will drop off the different documents that they need to within each of these. And then at the end of the day, when you want to perhaps take everything home to grade, all you got to do is fold it right back up. Whoop, look at that. And now we're gone. Now we're out the door. You've got all the documents inside of here. And then, let's say we go home, we do our grades, come back the next day, unfurl it, have everybody come back and pick up their documents. I'm just saying, that'd be kind of fun. All right, so this is the Smeed Cascading Wall Organizer. Oh, the different things that you can do with organization. Okay, Josh, so now that we've gotten very colorful with our organization, what else can we be doing in order to prepare for this school year?
I would just buy that to play with it like an accordion. That looks like fun to unfurl and refurl. Anyway, let's talk about the Arifty Desk Pad Protector Mat. For your desk, y'all, it is double-sided. You have this nice little pink, but again, different colors in the Amazon Amazon site, and the like silver Metallica. Now, one thing I want to keep in mind about this pad that's really important, it's not like a 3M mouse pad. It's not like that. It's like a leather sheer material, if you will. It's like a leather sheer material. So your mice and your keyboard are going to be nice, and like your mouse is going to slide very well on this. The reason why it's this material is because it has waterproof. It can waterproof on it, so if you spill something on it, the water or whatever you spill on it will like slide off, and you can easily blot it out. It's not going to, get into anything and ruin like a 3M material. It's double-sided, which is great. It's a great organizer. You can easily roll it up and take it on the go with you, which, you know, boom, just like that, how easy that was. Multi-purpose desk for keyboards, PCs, Macs, you name it. Anything to put something on. It's also heat resistant, so if you'd like to drink tea or have hot soups on it or coffee, you can do that as well. There's a beautiful photo of it with the multi-different colors that you can choose from. Again, it's double-sided, so you choose the front color and the back color, and that has like a plant on it. Easy to clean, desk protector, and waterproof, like we mentioned before. Easy to store, easy to carry. Great for kids to have their own little place so they know, like, hey, this is my office, this is where I like to work, this is like my area, which I think is really cool. And kids probably spill a lot, so it's perfect for that waterproofness for that too. You have the 1-year warranty with it, so check that out for more details on that. The next up is a monitor stand riser, foldable computer monitor stand. It's a lot. It's a big thing, which is awesome for those of you who have a monitor that you want to put above on your desk without taking up a lot of space. As you see right there, it expands to put even more things on it. Things come out of it, like you see right there, to put your phones or pencils, pens, notebooks, notepads, you name it. It is a desk organizer, and it is awesome. You can put your tablets, your phones, your monitors, your keyboard and mouse underneath. I think it's really important because whenever you're done with your desk and you want a space to draw or write on, my keyboard and my mouse always get in the way because there's nowhere to hide them. But with that riser, you can put it underneath and slide it there, so now your desk can be used for more than just a keyboard and mouse holder. It can be used to draw, to use your tablet, your phone, and you can put all 3 monitors up there. And if you have specific softwares, you're able to connect your devices to have like one seamless monitor, so which I think is really cool. Caroline Tao, thank you so much for following us. Woo woo! It's sturdy, it's stable, it's a desk organizer, all built in one. Different monitor sizes, make sure yours fits, but again, it does expand for those bigger ones that you might have, and it gets smaller. And another great way to bring it to you if you work not from home, if you have to travel for work, you can bring it with you, and you know you have monitors already at the office or in your class if you're a teacher, and you can just bring that up and put your monitor on top, and now you have more desk space to grade papers. Hey, grading papers. All right, for those of you who want to know more about kids and learning how to heal them faster with some awesome medicine, Jackie has got it for you. Jackie, showcase us some medicine.
I've never seen such enthusiasm to talk about medicine. Josh, gotta love it. I know I could count on you. Yes, we have been discussing some of the best back to school items that you're going to need throughout the school year. And Josh is correct. That does include medicine because inevitably we know the germs, the sickness, it will come. We don't want it to, but you do want to be prepared. Genexa can help with that. So this is Genexa, a line of products before me on the table here. This company was founded by 2 dads on a mission to revolutionize the medicine aisle. Leave it to the dads to really be motivated. Of course, it would take a parent to think about this and how to better our medicine cabinet. So Genexa makes clean medicine made with the same active ingredients that you need without the artificial ones that you don't. So when your child may come home, maybe they've had too many bags of chips from the 40 pack, or maybe too much pizza from our trivia question earlier. If your little one comes home with an upset stomach, maybe too many cupcakes in class or that kind of stuff, it starts off fun, it maybe doesn't end so well. We have the kids' tummy relief as one of the options from Genexa today that I want to talk to you about. Now, this is an antacid because our little ones sometimes need that relief as well. Now, this antacid is made with the same active ingredient as the leading brands. What's that active ingredient? Calcium carbonate. But this does not have any artificial fillers. So this is a product that can help relieve heartburn, indigestion, sour stomach, upset stomach. Did I mention that as a chewable tablet? Oh my goodness, it smells. You're going to think it's candy. It smells so amazing. And that's that delicious berry vanilla flavor in this chewable tablet that I'm smelling, that I'm so tempted to pop in my mouth, like a piece of candy, but it's not. Guys, this is definitely medicine that's going to help with those tummy symptoms. So yes, I'm enjoying the delicious berry vanilla flavor and that scent, but this is made with clean, inactive ingredients like what's in here. organic beetroot, organic rice bran extract. Those are the kinds of clean, inactive ingredients that you're going to find in this chewable antacid, you guys. This is going to be in your carousel. Now, what's not in here are those artificial inactive ingredients. So no sorbitol, no talc. Those are some of the things that if you look at your other antacids out there on the medicine aisle, turn the bottle around, take a look. You might see things like sorbitol and talc. Why do we need those inactive ingredients? The founders of Genexa thought further for us and thought ahead for us to eliminate those inactive ingredients that we do not need to have, those artificial fillers. Why are we settling for that? That's where Genexa comes in. So I see Josh and Caroline are very excited in the chat. Guys, I'm so glad we're all sharing some excitement for back to school. Let's keep it positive. Let's be excited and let's be ready to handle all things from notebooks to pens to the medicine cabinet, you guys. And that's where Genexa comes in. Yes, I was just talking to you about the tummy relief, but this is a clean medicine company that has everything for your little ones, from pain reliever for your kids, your infants, to cough and congestion relief, honey cough syrup to your antihistamine, and right down to those tummy relief symptoms. So guys, I invite you to check out not only the kids' tummy relief in your carousel, but all of the Genexa products. You can be ready and stocked with your medicine cabinet now, ahead of time, ahead of when you need those medicines and you need to grab for them and you don't have them. We don't want that moment to happen. So be ready with your medicine checklist. First aid, it's a big deal. Got to always be prepared. Now, I am prepared to wrap things up and round out some of our favorites by bringing in the rest of my fabulous fellow co-hosts. You guys are also our co-hosts in the chat, by the way. We always mention when you talk to us, but I want Josh, Steph, and Albert are now on the screen with me because, guys, I think we should recap some of the amazing products we've been talking about here. We have everything you need for your back to school list. I mean, Steph, you're a mom. I feel like we've covered so many amazing topics, right?
Yep, lots of awesome ideas for back to school. I want to show everybody my favorite once again. No, it's not a briefcase, but it could be, because look what you have inside. Every art supply you will ever need. I absolutely love this from Crayola. 64 crayons plus colored pencils, small markers, larger super tip markers. This is the art pack of all art packs. Probably a little much to carry to the classroom, but awesome for your home art, or you know what's even better? Gifting to a teacher to have in the classroom. I love the way that they all pop right in there, and this actually comes with 15 extra large pieces of art paper as well. Really good value, very popular in the chat earlier when we were talking about it, and easy to keep everything in one place. So check this out from Crayola. They've got a lot of really cool, neat products you will see on that product page. All right, Jackie, what are you doing for back to school season?
Steph, I have to tell you, that was actually my favorite product that you showed throughout the show. So I'm so glad that you gave everybody another chance to take a look at it. I have to bring up, you know I love the fashion, and when I was going to school, it was all about the backpack. Could you imagine? Are you surprised? When I saw Albert talking about this earlier, the Fjallraven Kanken Classic Backpack, I was a little upset with myself at being a little bit out of touch with the backpack community and what's hot and happening right now. And it turns out, thanks to my producers and our fellow hosts, they were like, hello, you don't know Fjallraven? Well, now I do. This is exactly the kind of backpack that I would have looked for, because it kind of feels like a tote meets a backpack. It feels a little bit chicer and a little bit more stylish than your typical sporty go-to classic backpack, and that's why I am falling for the Fjallraven. What's nice about this is, as Albert mentioned, it really opens up nicely to give you really full access to your subjects and your notebooks and all of your things that are in here. And it has a huge capacity for looking so small and compact, you guys. It has those front pockets. It also has side pockets. So not to be whatever, I know this is a back to school show, but I'm thinking about diaper bags and diaper bottles and things that I could fit in. I always need side pockets in my bags. So I'm loving the side pockets here, that front pocket. And then I just want to show you quickly, what I really love about this is the ergonomic X strap design, designed to be that extra comfort there for you guys. Because when we know we're carrying about like 6 huge textbooks or all those kinds of things that you had to have in there, you want it to be ergonomic and comfortable. So not only do you have those top carry handles, but you also have these ergonomic straps in the back. So I am very excited about a little fashion update to our backpacks. Comes in tons of colors. This is graphite, but it comes in tons of awesome colors as well. It's a hot go-to backpack. Who knew? Josh and Albert know because they're up to date on all things cool. Guys, what were some of your favorites from the stream?
Jackie with the pun of the day, Fjallin for Fjallraven. I love that. Skull Candy, 2 wireless over-the-ear Bluetooth headphones. We talked about these earlier, but I'm going to bring them back. Comes with a travel case, which I think is so awesome and great, especially if you're taking them to school or traveling with them. These are the nice dark maroons, but again, you can find them in different colors. Love these, how flexible they are, how big they are. They cover my ear completely, which is super important. They have buttons on the side, volume, power, Bluetooth. Super cushioned inside and on the top. Expands for those people like me who have bigger heads. And inside comes with 3.5 millimeter plug for if you want to do it wired, and a USB, micro USB to charge it as well. Skull Candy, super affordable. Again, this is Bluetooth over-the-ear headphones, less than $70. That is awesome. 15-hour battery life. You can use it for phone calls, listening to music, and studying if you need. And then, Albert, take us away. Let's go.
Oh, Josh, you just caught me in the act because I was over here thinking about your pup oat. And here's what I've done. I've gone ahead and I've broken out right here the Rocketbook Smart Reusable Notebook. And look, Josh, I tried to draw oat over here, okay? All right. So now that I've drawn oat, what I've done is I've also downloaded the proper app for the Rocketbook. And as you can see, I've scanned a picture. Bam! Look, here's oat on my phone, Josh. So now I can text you a picture of my best impression, my best try for oat. And now that I've finished with this masterpiece is saved. So I can easily just wipe it down and I can move on to draw the next masterpiece. So, and everyone else, you can do that as well too. You can probably do a much better job than me. That's the Rocketbook Smart Reusable Notebook. That's for you in the carousel, getting ready to go back to school. And one more thing that you'll see in the carousel is the Paw Patrol Girls Toddler Short Sleeve t-shirt. So if my pup drawing wasn't enough for you and you really want an actually great looking dog from Paw Patrol, this is a fantastic way for you to go ahead and send your little one back, rocking the power of the pup. Well, thank you all for joining us today. Thank you for joining Jackie. Thanks for joining Steph. Thanks for joining Josh. And thanks for joining me as we have all tried to help you to get classy and to stay classy as we head back to class. Happy back to school. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.